In episode 21, I'm going to be addressing the question, how do you build a social circle while you're traveling?
Masculinity for the intelligent man. I'm David Tian, Ph.D., and this is Man Up!
Hello, I'm David Tian. Welcome to Man Up. This is episode 21. I'm answering the question from our private Facebook group by David. And this is his second question I'm answering. And his question is, if you were traveling only in a city for a short period, what's the best way to build, what are best ways to build a social life and social circle from scratch? Okay, cool question. Traveling around, I do a lot of traveling, like a week in each country, and I've been doing that almost over a year now. Generally not in one country for more than 10 days. And sometimes just like 2 days in a country, moving around. So this is very pertinent to me, but I've been, many of my friends are this way as well, but yeah, I've been traveling for like 15 years of my life. So, good question. I'm gonna give a few different answers, and again, I wanna just give a plug to the Social Circle Mastery course we're gonna be launching at some point. Enough of a plug, because we don't even know when it's gonna be launched. So, if you're traveling, one of the greatest things to have under your belt is the ability, the skill set to be able to just walk up to strangers and start conversations. And I started that, I covered that in the last episode, but I just can't emphasize that enough. If this is one of your skills, if you are comfortable doing this, the world is your oyster. You can literally just walk around and make friends. Obviously going into settings where people are prone to be more social or primed to be more social is easier. So if you go to hang out at bars and meet new people there, easy, If you stay in hostels, that's a great, place to meet people. There's bars and clubs or like backpacker districts, or those are really easy places to just walk up to people and make conversations happen. One thing that I do quite a bit is I have a concierge service. I've hired a lifestyle concierge service, and their job, I outsource this to them, is to do the insider networking for me before I even arrive in the city, and they line up red carpet events or invite-only events. So when they send me the itinerary and they say, which ones do you want to go to? And I just tell them which ones, and I show up and you go to fashion shows or boutique launches or restaurant launches and so on. There are many such companies. I think your Platinum Amex could do something like that too. I depend on this company, and I'll give a plug, no money or affiliate relationship whatsoever, but it's called Quintessentially. I like them. But there are a few others around the world that will do something like that. Here's something else though. In the modern world, we're incredibly socially connected. So I noticed that actually David asking the question is using a fake profile. Well, it's not so much fake, it's not his real profile. And I kind of asked him about that. And it's quite common. So if you want to join the Facebook group, but you're scared other people are going to find out, you need some help with dating in your social life, right? So you're awkward about that. Just create a fake profile with 0 friends or something, right? It's kind of annoying, but hey, I'd rather get your question. If that's what you need to do, to hide behind anonymity, to get your question, I'll take your question for now. But one of the things is that the world is moving towards, in my opinion, being completely socially connected. So that on the internet. So when you create an account on some new site like TripAdvisor or something, they're going to prompt you to enter your Facebook, and it's easier to do that rather than having to memorize a password and a username for every site you have. And everything just gets linked through your social media profiles like Facebook. And what's happening is you keep your Facebook profile going, and you generally don't delete friends unless something bad happens, right? So over the years, you accumulate friends in all these different cities everywhere you go, and you add friends. Instead of getting phone numbers are useless. Get their social media profile, get their line ID, get their whatever ID. I can't like their WeChat if you're in China or something, or Vietnam. And the WhatsApp. So with the WhatsApp, you can keep the same number even though your actual SIM card changes. So the number on the WhatsApp doesn't have to correspond to the number that you're using to make actual phone calls. Nowadays, people don't really even make actual phone calls. I mean, you can get Skype on your phone, you get whatever, and that actually will dial a landline from your through your internet, right? So the deal is this. My point is this. If you have a Facebook profile or any kind of like so complicated social media profile, and you accumulate friends over the years, every city and country you go to, other people will be moving around. And what's interesting is I found that almost every country I go to, I happen to have already on my Facebook list some friend who lives there or is working there or happens to move there. And they do that to me. They see me flying around a lot, and when they go to a city that they see me frequent, they'll ping me, send me a Facebook message or something and say, hey, I'm gonna be in this city at that time, you're gonna be around. And that's how it's done. It's pretty interesting. And with social media, you're able to keep in touch with people that you don't see physically very much. Like I'm in touch, I have really good friends. I mean, like, I shouldn't have done that. I have good friends who I don't see in person because of our hectic travel schedules. I may only see them in person once every 2 years. But we keep in touch over social media, and it's amazing how when I meet them in person, it's like I pick up where we, like we just met last week or something, because I'm able to keep up with their activities over the time. And it's amazing when you move to or you travel to a new city you've never been to before, and it turns out you've got 1 or 2 friends already in your social circle who can either give you insider knowledge of where to go or can introduce you to a friend, one of their friends who can show you around. And we're getting incredibly connected socially through the internet. So it's getting harder and harder for guys. And I know I have some player friends who purposely don't want to have a Facebook profile because they're not strong enough, they're not masculine enough to tell the girls they're seeing that they're seeing multiple girls or whatever. And so they don't want girls like posting on their profile and messing up their player life or something like that, right? So I understand that guy's situation, doesn't want to be on Facebook, but it's increasingly hard for that guy to continue doing that because he's not in the loop, right? And it's just part of getting plugged in. So once you're plugged in, it becomes easier to travel the world. All right, so that's advice I'd give for number 2. Get a concierge service, get on social media, build your Facebook friend list, build your whatever list. You can use Tinder, just wherever you are, just open that thing up and make some friends. It's that easy these days. And that's episode 20, I believe. 21, sorry, episode 21. Okay, cool. So make sure you join our private Facebook group, even if you need to use an anonymous fake profile. I'll take that for now. I want to hear your questions. I want to hear your feedback. I'm here to help you, okay? I'm here to help you. So join the Facebook group, ask your questions to me directly, and I will try to give you answers personally. All right, so until next time, man up.